Welcome back everyone to episode 6 of the Bake a Cake Challenge on Calmsden Farm map. Today we're on our way over to the bakery to drop off a few eggs that we got ready. And then we're going to start doing some woodwork since it's December. It's not much we can do in our fields for a few months, so I think I'm going to buy a piece of land over here, put down a sawmill, and start working there. We do have our 3 contracts going. One is completed. It was kind of glitched. It was a cultivating contract, and I accepted it, and it shows it's done already. So I don't know what happened there. We'll have to see if we actually get the money when I collect it. But I left the contract open because I didn't know if I wanted to use the tractor. But for right now, I think we're going to try and use our tractor down here. I'm hoping that just the loader, I can do it with a loader, shove them around for now. We probably need to buy the winch to do it right. But early on, we should be able to get this sawmill started with just fallen trees over and push them a little bit to the trigger. Later on, we'll definitely need the winch to be able to get them pulled over there. But for right now, we're just going to try the loader. You can see this is one of the fields we're cultivating with. Which, by the way, that cultivator is near impossible to get down the road. It just clips on everything. That was pretty painful to get over here. Throw that in there. One thing, we did bring down some more milk last night, or last month before I logged off. So we are getting some pallets of this, looks like. So let's at least put one of each in there for now. I really don't know how much of this to be sticking in there either. I don't want to stick too much in there. I really just want enough to make a pallet of cake, because we might as well be selling the rest of it. So I might start storing this somewhere. Just get a little storage unit here somewhere, plop it down, and start storing pallets into it until we know for sure how much we're going to need. For right now, like I said, I'll throw a pallet of each in there. But if anybody knows what's the actual quantity it takes to do a pallet of cakes, I'd love to know that information. You could leave it down below. So we're gonna go in here. We'll probably have to take out another loan, of course. It's like we do every episode. And it's probably going to get worse before it gets better, because I did see they planted one of the big fields to grass. So I'm half tempted to take out a big loan next March and have a grass field. So I think I'm just going to go in here. I don't know. It doesn't have to be on the edge or anywhere, and it can cover a road. I'm just thinking somewhere here in the middle, and plop down a sawmill. Of course, like I said, we're gonna need to take out a loan. I'm probably gonna go, I think we're 400,000 in debt. I'm probably just gonna make it an even 5, $500,000 in debt. There we go with that. And like I said, I think if we can zoom in enough to buy it. We'll buy this, and then I'm going to put down this modded sawmill. $50,000. This there is the Gamer Joy Sawmill that I have downloaded. Um, Maybe I didn't even activate it for this series. It's only $10,000 and it's crazy lucrative, but I just think it's a little too easy. This one is more similar to like what the middle one is, the Miser. It's just it's a much better setup. It has a better trigger point. The the Miser one just is kind of screwy because you got to go underneath that awning. There we go. So yeah, I think this will work. Here's your trigger. The trigger is a little screwed up on this. It's kind of in the air, but the loader should help us with that. This is where we get out our wood chips. We can sell those in January. This is the trigger to dump our product, but actually I will probably just set this sawmill up to sell just for ease, not have to mess with it. So I think that's what we want to do. We want to change the output on all this to selling. And I guess we want to activate all three. And I think this thing takes right around 15,000 units a day to keep it full, so we'll just go around here, try and drop some trees straight in. I know this is kind of a waste for lodge pines because they're only going to give you about 5,000 in this, I think, if I remember right, for mass. Well, not even that one. Was that a lodge pine? Let me try this one. That was 2,000. Let's try this one, see what it comes up. Maybe that one wasn't fully grown. Nope, we're only getting 2,000. So it'll take a few of these. But when we get to those outside trees, which we will have to drag, I don't think I can lift those. We'll have to get, maybe even cut them into a couple pieces. Those are, you know, several of those are almost a day's worth of sawmill storage anyway. Well, that one didn't hit the trigger, but and I don't really care about the stumps right now. I do have the lumberjack mod. I could cut them, but I also have that mower that will change over to a stump grinder if we want to come back here later and use this as a field. I don't know if we'll get that far in this series. See if we can get our tractor in there now. Just kind of horse some of these around, push on them. Yeah, hit the trigger. I'm still a little torn on the whole forestry in this map. I'm not real good with a lot of the equipment, but I am half tempted to eventually do like a forestry series. that would be all I would do, or if it would be more like a frontier map, a no man's type deal where you clear an area. But forestry would still remain a big part of how you make your money throughout that series, even if you put in some land, some fields. The one thing that's holding me back from doing it like a true forestry is replanting. I have had some issues where when I've planted like lodgepole or oak, when they get mature they lag so hard it crashes my computer, so that's a little bit of a deterrent to keep me from wanting to go to a heavy forestry type series. So unfortunately it would probably be more of a, if I did go to it, it would be more of a what I want to say, like a basically just stripping the land, for a better term, you know, where I wouldn't be replanting a lot, which I know a lot of people don't like that. They want you to replant, conserve it, and all that, and I get it, but I just don't think I would be able to do that. Okay, like I said, this trigger is a little finicky hitting the level. It's right in that corner, and sometimes it's a little bit in the air. And I kind of thought they'd fix this. This mod has been out for quite a while. I don't know if the modder just gave up on it and said, it is what it is. Now, one thing I can do with this steel is it does have straps. Let's see here. If I can get underneath this tree. No? Huh. I don't know. That tree is just being buggy. Another reason it doesn't make me want to do too much forestry is there is some bugginess to trees in this game right now. See if I switch over to that, if that helps. Now this should be. There we go. Maybe I just wasn't quite. And in the process of that, I flipped the other one. Maybe you gotta be dead on the, it looks like you gotta be dead on the trunk of the tree to get them straps to work. We're gonna have to get that winch to make some of this easier. This is nice, it can work, but for right now we probably have plenty in here. Yeah, we got almost 2 days worth. But I do think I am gonna buy that winch. We are gonna need it. Go ahead and buy it. We can drag them in with it. Let's see here. I do want to see about collecting this contract. So like I said, this one I brought up and it basically said done, collected. So let's see, what do we have right now? 59,000. Yeah, it says collected, but we didn't get the money. I was wondering, it's just kind of bugged, huh? Okay, well, it's kind of slow for the next month, so probably what I'm gonna do is finish up these contracts, go into the next month, and we'll probably do a couple months in this episode. I'll go down and get the winch, drag a few more trees in here, not much, like I said, it's pretty full. Those guys are about done with the contracts. I'm just gonna kind of keep up doing little odds and ends while they do the contract, but I'll be back in January. Okay, we're back and it's February. I think you just seen the montage of me processing, loading up the sawmill some more, struggling sometimes with that winch to get it filled while we were doing the contracts in January. The only contract we had in January was one plowing job. There was actually two, but the one was bugged again. It was the meadow beside us. There was a meadow and it wanted us to plow it. Well, we obviously couldn't plow it because it's not a field. It wouldn't let us do it. So I had to cancel that one, and now I do see it's plowed. So it's actually a field next to us. So that's just kind of a little design flaw, I'd say, with Calmsden, is those meadows. The game still kind of treats them as fields, and will eventually convert them to fields, which is good and bad, I guess. On the one hand, you are going to get another field there, but you know, you can't do the contracts. I can't remember. Is it this one? It's the next one. No, it's this one. But yeah, we're gonna sell off some silage here. I haven't sold off that silage that we cut in November, so we're gonna haul, I don't know, it's probably 2.5 loads down here, get it sold off. And then here in February, there really is no contracts right now. We got a rock removal contract, wood, and dead wood, so not gonna do any of those. So really, we've done one contract. We've done 3 contracts in the last 3 months total. So that's fine. You know, we're making quite a bit of money, and there's not much else to do on our fields anyway. So if we can just blaze through the winter, that's fine. I don't mind that one at all. So, but get this silage sold. We are getting some money. I could probably pay back the loan, but I think I mentioned it earlier. I'm planning on buying another field here. This field number 5 up here is planted to grass, and it's right next to our other building site, so it'll be great for mowing. And I think it's almost $600,000, so we'll just let our sawmill make us some money, the greenhouse and all that, and then we'll come in and it's right this field right to my right here. We'll buy that next month, actually in March. It should be ready to mow, and that'll give us another boost too. I can only imagine that field's probably, it'll pay for itself easily in a year with silage, I would think. So we'll do that. But for right now, I'm going to finish getting all this silage sold, and then I'll be back. Okay, pulling up with our second load here. Get it sold. I did buy some chicken feed. We'll swing around, grab it. I'll probably leave the other. There is a little bit more silage in there, but we'll just leave it in there. If we run into a bind, need some cash, we can sell it. Otherwise, next month we'll be adding more to the mix, so might as well wait and let all that pile up. Come around here, get the chickens fed. We probably need to feed the cows. Chickens are full grown finally, so they should start reproducing. We can start doubling and tripling up that pen. Cows, I think, are still a little ways away from having any babies. They are producing decent milk now. Run some of that down to the dairy in the next month or two. Really looking forward to getting this sugar cane planted. It's really the last thing that's kind of holding us up. I kind of decided while I was clearing out those trees too that I talked about going with the small sugar mill because of the capacity to hold, and if it takes a year to produce the sugar, that's fine. But I think I'm going to place down a full-size sugar mill in somewhere in that area where we're clearing out those trees. There'll be a space there for it. Yes, it'll cost us, I don't know, $300,000-$400,000, but it won't be holding up the project. You know, we'll definitely get the cake baked, and then we can work on, get the pallet of cakes, and we can work on paying off any loans and getting to that 500K. So we'll get there. I think we are going with the full size, but there's no reason to put it down. Well, I need to clear more trees out, and no reason to put it down until we get the sugar cane ready to harvest. So either that month or the month before, put it down, start filling it. The other thing I noticed with them trees over there, I had to use lumberjack on some of them. the way they did the trees is they took like elm trees and then they buried them just for the looks, which is fine, but if you plan on using that field, there's basically half a tree underneath the ground, so good luck getting that out of your way. I mean, the good thing with lumberjack is I can cut the tops off and then I could basically grind the stumps with the lumberjack mod. But I don't know what console players will do if they want to use any of these treat areas for farm ground later on. You're just kind of screwed the way. I think it's Oxygen David who made this map. The way he designed it, it's not user friendly for that. Okay, so chickens are fed. I'm gonna grab some hay. Like I said, grab a little bit of hay. I think I got a little left in the silo here, and get our cows fed. Yeah, we still got 134,000 silage in there, but I think we'll just wait on it. Wait till we get all this other picked up. We don't really need the cash. We're gonna have to take out a loan anyway to buy that land, so it's all good. Just kind of go that route. I don't know if this will hold all this. It was about half empty, but see what it holds. Yeah, almost. But yeah, that'll probably do it for this episode. I know it's kind of screwed up all the way through winter like that, 3 months, but it is what it is. We'll be back to hopefully better contracts and doing our crops and expanding next month. So if you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks. Bye.